Imagine being stuck in a lift with someone who tells you their entire life story in under 2 minutes. Yes, meet Bob, the king of oversharing. Picture this. Bob and a stranger are in an elevator going up to the 21st floor. Bob, with no regard for the concept of personal space, starts his oversharing symphony. With a zeal that could rival a radio host, he dives into his breakfast choices, going into detail about his love for scrambled eggs with a side of crispy bacon. Then Bob, in a sudden plot twist, jumps to his grandmother's maiden name, which was, according to him, the most beautiful sound in the world. As the oversharing escalates, the stranger's discomfort is palpable. You can almost see the beads of sweat forming on his forehead, his eyes darting to the floor counter, praying for it to hit 21. And as the lift doors opened, the stranger made a dash for it, leaving Bob alone with his life stories. One day Bob found himself on the receiving end of oversharing. Now picture this. Bob was at a party, the music was pumping, the people were laughing, and everything was going splendidly. Then, he met Terry. Terry, as it turns out, had a rather peculiar hobby. He collected toenail clippings. Yes, you heard right, toenail clippings. Terry was so engrossed in his odd fascination that he felt the need to share it with everyone around him, including Bob. He went on and on about the different shapes, sizes, and even colors he'd amassed in his collection. His enthusiasm was infectious, but not in the way you'd hope. Bob felt a creeping sense of unease, a sensation he couldn't quite shake off. As Terry continued his tale, Bob realized something profound. He was feeling exactly what he made others feel every time he overspilled his life's minutiae. The way Terry's eyes sparkled as he described his toenail jar was a mirror to Bob's own excitement when he overshared, but the discomfort he felt was a wake-up call. The realization hit him like a ton of bricks. He'd been subjecting his friends, family, and even strangers to this same feeling every time he overspoke. Suddenly, the metaphorical toenail clipping was on the other foot, and it didn't feel so good. That night, Bob swore off oversharing for good. The toenail clippings had taught him a lesson he would never forget. Now Bob is a reformed man, and he has a message for all the potential oversharing kings and queens out there. He advises, think before you speak, and remember, not everyone wants to hear about your cat's latest flea treatment or the contents of your fridge. Here's a zinger, folks. Don't pull a Bob and blurt out your grandmother's maiden name or your bizarre collection of toenail clippings. Keep some mystery about yourself. So remember, the next time you're stuck in a lift, don't pull a Bob, and that's a wrap.